Shador Sanders' mother wrote to young athletes and football fans, "This is what impotent, cancerous, envious energy looks like. This type of evil goes way back. You can cut it with a knife, embedded in blood and bone, seeping through all of the rotting warm holes it has. What and who does he really represent? His family and peers should be embarrassed to know and let this on their platforms. There's no room for this type in sports. Please. Enough."
Shador Sanders' drama has taken yet another turn, and this time Rex Ryan has put himself in the spotlight by going directly at Shedeur. In a recent interview, Rex Ryan went all out and made a series of bold claims against Shador Sanders. He didn't hold back, declaring that Shedeur is not working hard enough to put himself in the starting quarterback discussion. What stood out even more was the way he said it, not as friendly advice or cautious observation, but in a sharp and intimidating tone that immediately stirred controversy. Naturally, Shedeur's camp did not stay silent. His mother took to social media, calling Rex Ryan's remarks outright evil and saying this kind of harsh discourse has no place in sports. The clash has fueled heated debates across the football world, with fans, analysts, and insiders now questioning whether Rex Ryan crossed the line or if he simply said what others were afraid to.
Rex Ryan, he didn't just pull that thing out of nowhere. Where he
Somebody's
said,
telling him.
Why aren't you in the front row? Like that is inferring that the kid is not working as hard as he should be. Am I wrong?
Well, that's what it sounds like. And if he's talking to someone in the building, I don't think he would.
How the hell does he know?
I know. So he's got connections with Coach.
Fans are outraged at Rex Ryan after his latest remarks about Shador Sanders. Despite Shedeur putting in long hours and grinding every single day with the scout team, Rex Ryan dismissed his efforts, saying it's still not enough to earn a frontline role with Cleveland. What's making the situation even more frustrating for fans is that Rex didn't provide any credible sources or evidence to back up his bold statements. Many are left scratching their heads, wondering how Rex Ryan could possibly know details that nobody else, neither reporters nor insiders, have ever mentioned. To a lot of people, it feels like he's just trying to stir the pot and create drama around Shedeur. But instead of gaining traction, it seems to be backfiring badly. And by now, Rex has probably realized the storm his comments have caused. And here's the thing. Some believe Rex Ryan might just be another figure trying to hold Shador Sanders back because of who he is. Time and again, media personalities seem to target Shedeur, often criticizing him without offering any real justification. It's as if they're determined to downplay the achievements of one of the most talented college players of his generation. But this time, the pushback has been fierce. Shedeur and his inner circle are not sitting quietly or letting these comments slide. Instead, they're hitting back with full resistance, making it clear they won't stand for this kind of baseless criticism any longer. Now, the spotlight is firmly on Rex Ryan, and he's facing intense backlash from both fans and Shedeur's camp alike. The real question for Rex Ryan is this: why go after a young quarterback who hasn't even had the chance to prove himself in the league yet, while completely ignoring the veterans who are delivering some of their worst performances? It feels like an obvious double standard. Instead of holding struggling, experienced players accountable, Ryan chose to direct his harshest words toward Shador Sanders, and to many, that comes across as nothing but unfair. Rex Ryan's harsh stance seems to stem from one main reason. Shador Sanders hasn't been afraid to speak his mind. He's openly taken jabs at the Browns organization and even called out Joe Flacco. In a bold move, Shedeur stated that he believes he's already better than some quarterbacks currently playing in the NFL. On top of that, he voiced his frustration about being stuck on the scout team, admitting he doesn't enjoy it but recognizing it as a necessary step in proving himself worthy of a bigger role. These remarks show just how confident and determined Shedeur is. He's not backing down. He's not staying silent, and he's making it clear that he's ready to carve out his place in the league, no matter how many critics try to stand in his way.
Everybody respect their perspective, so that's not nothing in my place to answer. That's nothing I can't answer, not answer. But I know for sure I'm not I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that. Yeah, overall, I feel like I'm doing great. I'm doing what I need to do each and every day. Remaining focused, remaining mind on the complete mission. Not really get comfortable. I'm not comfortable being scout team player. Honestly, that's my situation. So I'm gonna make the best of it. And enjoy my moments. But
What stands out is how unusual it is to see Shedeur openly challenge the management. But with Flacco continuing to struggle and Shedeur still waiting for a real chance, the pressure is building. His patience is clearly wearing thin, and while he hasn't unleashed his full anger, the tension is rising fast. It's becoming evident that Shedeur is nearing his breaking point. Critics who question Shador Sanders' work ethic clearly don't grasp his reality. They're trying to paint a false picture that he's not putting in enough effort, almost as if to justify keeping him sidelined in Cleveland. But anyone who has followed Shedeur closely knows that's far from the truth. Even during the offseason, when there was no obligation to train, he stayed committed, working out consistently whether he was at home or traveling to different cities. His mindset has been unwavering. The moment he gets his chance, he plans to prove himself through his performance on the field. That dedication shows he's not just waiting idly. He's preparing to make an impact the second his opportunity arrives.
I just like pressure. I like situations like that. That stuff doesn't really faze me. That's normal to me, So life, of course, is gonna bring you different problems, and you're gonna be faced with different things. So there's always gonna be pressure on you. So I just get comfortable in those situations.
While analysts like Rex Ryan seem intent on tearing down Shador Sanders' reputation, Stephen A. Smith has taken the opposite stance, firmly believing Shedeur is the right man for the Browns. The outspoken commentator didn't mince words, insisting that Sanders is absolutely ready to take the next leap and prove himself in the NFL. "This kid is great," Stephen A. emphasized, brushing aside all the noise and controversy surrounding the young quarterback. In Smith's view, Shedeur's track record speaks volumes. Over 7,000 passing yards paired with an impressive 72% completion rate make it hard to argue against his readiness. He's demonstrated poise, confidence, and the ability to rise above constant criticism. For Stephen A., the answer is simple. The Browns need to stop hesitating and give Shador Sanders his shot, because he has all the tools to thrive at the next level. Rex Ryan's comments about Shador Sanders have sparked a firestorm, and it's safe to say his words have backfired in a big way. By suggesting that Shedeur isn't putting in enough work to deserve a starting role, Rex not only ignored the young quarterback's relentless grind, but also stirred up anger from fans, family, and even fellow analysts. What makes his remarks even harder to defend is the lack of evidence or credible sources backing them up. Instead of offering constructive criticism, his statements came across as personal, intimidating, and unnecessarily harsh. That tone alone was enough to alienate a huge portion of the football community. At the same time, fans have been quick to highlight the double standard. Rex chose to call out a rookie who hasn't had the chance to prove himself while staying quiet on veterans like Joe Flacco, whose struggles are plain to see. This selective criticism only fueled speculation that Ryan might have ulterior motives, with some accusing him of trying to drag Shedeur down simply for who he is. As a result, Rex now finds himself under fire from every angle, his credibility questioned and his words labeled as unfair and damaging. Meanwhile, the backlash has only strengthened Shedeur's case. His supporters continue to point to his work ethic, his determination to train even in the off-season, and his unwavering belief that when the opportunity comes, he will prove himself on the field. The contrast between Rex's negativity and Stephen A. Smith's vocal support further underscores just how divided opinions are. In the end, though, one thing is clear. Rex Ryan's subjective attack has not diminished Shador Sanders. It has only rallied more people to his side and exposed the flaws in Ryan's own argument. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you believe Rex Ryan was simply giving his honest opinion? Or did he cross the line with his comments about Shador Sanders? Should a young quarterback who hasn't even been given a chance in the NFL yet be criticized so harshly? especially when veteran players with poor performances are left unchallenged. And do you think Stephen A. Smith is right that it's time for the Browns to finally give Shedeur his shot? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think.